Devin Haney needs a knockout against Ryan Garcia in their upcoming fight to save the perception of his career. This, according to some people that I spoke to, and I'm going to share give my insights on it as well. Devin Haney talked a whole lot, promised a whole lot, and is underperformed in a certain way, and it is starting to reflect itself in people's perceptions of him. And there's only one way that he can turn this around, which is by getting Ryan Garcia up out that ring well before the end of that fight. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. Look, I know some of y'all are not going to like what I have to say. Many of y'all will like what I have to say. Some of y'all will agree and some of y'all won't agree. But we've already had this conversation in a previous fight. I said the same thing, and I was 100% right. And it's showing itself in the lead in to this Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia fight. But before I get into the details, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Thank you to everybody that supports on the regular basis, all the long-time subscribers, and everybody that supports in the super thanks of videos. It's a big way to help support content creators. Thank you very much. But let's get into this. Devin Haney has... If you listen to Devin Haney fans, if you listen to his manager and father, Bill Haney, if you listen to Devin Haney himself, Devin Haney is one of the most accomplished boxers in the history of the sport. He's a youngest undisputed champion in the history of boxing. Now, I'm not saying these things are true. I'm just saying that this is what's being said, because Devin is not the youngest undisputed champion in the history of boxing. Matter of fact, he's not the youngest undisputed champion this decade. However, he is, some people think he's the #1 top pound for pound fighter in the world. He is a really big draw. Devin himself said that he was selling out every state, that he was the only person out there selling out stadiums, making big pay-per-views. Only problem is that's a lot of marketing. And marketing is fine in boxing, provided you back up what you claim and you give people what they want when they look at you in the ring. And that really has not been the case with Devin. And by that, I mean his fights are not exciting. I don't think in anybody's assessment. Highly technical, highly skilled, all of the above, without a doubt. But somebody that makes you say, man, I can't wait to see him fight again. When is he fighting again? Let me fly halfway across the country and spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to watch him fight. No, it's not been the case. And I told you that wasn't the case. Now, before his last fight, where Devin Haney fought Regis Prograis, and before the fight before that, where he fought Vasily Lomachenko, I said, look, and many other people brought this up. Hey, Devin Haney has not had a knockout or a knockdown since 2019, when he was still fighting mid-grade fighters, was the last time that he actually got a knockout. Devin Haney, early in his career, when you watch him fight, had great footwork, moved, all of that. And it was like, okay, yeah, definitely dude is going to be a good fighter, but it's about a bit of a track meet. So after Lomachenko, which was a narrow victory, and he definitely tried to sit down and fight with Lomachenko, and he got a win. But one where a lot of people were calling for a rematch, but Devin didn't want to didn't want to do the rematch. Whether it was because he couldn't make weight or whatever the case was, he didn't do the rematch. So that opportunity to capitalize on a fight that had a lot of interest did not manifest. He fought Regis Prograis, and I said before that fight, he needs a knockout against Regis Prograis to get these people really excited about him so the things that people are saying about him can actually start to come true. So going into the Ryan Garcia, and he didn't get that knockout, even though he looked like he was on his way to get it. Now we're at the Ryan Garcia fight. And this is something where, again, Devin Haney, Bill Haney, Devin Haney fans have sold this fight as being basically the face of boxing, Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. And if you look at the ticket sales, if you listen to the interest of people, if you ask people if they're going to buy this fight, the answer is a resounding, man, it ain't looking good. Okay, it's not looking good as far as this idea that he is the face of boxing, because many of the tickets, if not seems like 3/4 of the tickets as of today, 4 days before the fight, right? 4 days before the fight, you have half the tickets up for sale. You have people on my live stream. I ask if they're going to buy the pay-per-view. They're almost universally, no, they're going to fire stream it. They're going to watch it, but they're going to get a fire stick and stream it, not fire stream it, get a fire stick and stream it. So again, I'm telling you, he needs a knockout because that's the one thing Devin Haney does not have. He has all the skill in the world. He has somebody that is out there promoting him and pushing him every day. He's got he's fought on every network that there's been in boxing. So his exposure should be there. But the problem is that his fights are not exciting. And again, if he does not stop Ryan Garcia, stop him. This fight becomes a ho-hum event where people are looking at like this in round 8, 9, 10. You can expect this thing to continue and it to snowball. And I mean snowball as in roll down the hill like a snowball in the direction of, nah, man, we're not going to keep. People ain't going to keep buying it. And people haven't started buying it. They won't start buying it. There's a reason fighters that are these really big draws like Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gervonta Davis and Canelo Alvarez. Well, let me separate levels of really big name fighters, okay? The really big name fighters, Ali, Mike Tyson, Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather Jr., these guys were exciting to watch. You got the knockouts. You got the show that makes you think, man, I'm really happy I saw that fight. Man, what an incredible event. Whether it is for Ali, it's the Thriller in Manila, or the fight in Madison Square Garden, or his dancing and just being and getting his knockouts, calling the rounds, he's going to knock people out, or Floyd Mayweather Jr. early in his career against Diego Corrales and Angel Manfredi and Ricky Hatton and all these other dudes that he wound up stopping, right? That's what Devin Haney's got to do, and he's got to go for it in this fight so that he can start matching up all the hype around the fight with the actual time that you're watching it. How disappointing is it a lot of times when you see a fight that you're amped up about and it winds up being a snooze fest, right? Not doing that doesn't assure that you're going to be some big star, but not doing it dang near guarantees you will not be. And we're going to have to keep talking about why these big fights aren't getting made, and because you're calling something a big fight that's not a big fight because somebody is doing something that people are not that interested in. At this point in time, I'm going to say it again. I've talked to other people and they didn't believe it last time. They're starting to believe it now. Devin Haney against Ryan Garcia has got to show up and show out. He's got to hurt this dude, not just knock him down. He's got to knock him out. He's got to get a win on this stage, which should be his biggest stage, but probably is not going to be his biggest stage because it doesn't look like this thing is mapping to even be in the size of the Vasily Lomachenko fight. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.